Warning, the content you are about to hear contains swearing, disgusting thoughts, half-witted opinions, and a plethora of stupidity. This show is rated M for nobody, because honestly, it's not suited for anyone. Welcome to Dang Bro.
Welcome to Dang Bro.
I was gonna say that.
Welcome.
I was gonna fucking say that.
Gotcha,
dude.
So, follow us into this universe and ponder the question.
No.
What if?
Not for
No.
the podcast.
No. We have been on a kick lately. We're just jumping right into it of just the grossest fucking would you rathers. And I have a really good one. I have a seriously good one.
Oh, no.
Okay. No. We're going to talk about this in person. And I want serious answers this time now that you know the stipulations. Would you rather sleep in a bed of toenails for the rest of your life or only be able to shower with soda?
Tell me the stipulations. Tell us
here's the stipulations.
before I make this decision.
Here's the stipulations. You are allowed to be clothed sleeping in the bed. Okay? You cannot put a mattress cover on it or anything. Like there's no blankets underneath, just like a thin shirt and shorts. And that's it.
So I can't get in like a body sleeping bag and
I can't
then
wrap
sleep on
myself
top
in a
of it?
duvet
No.
and just sleep on it.
Or like
No.
a thick ass comforter?
No. You are on a bed of toenail clippings.
This guy.
Okay, but what about
What's the stipulation for?
Yeah.
So this might actually sound better to you.
what kind of soda is it?
It is Coca-Cola. Very sticky. I don't know if you've ever spilled Coke all over yourself. It sucks.
Yep.
It is awful.
It smells terrible.
It smells.
It does stink after
You
a while.
are allowed to use generic brand baby wipes.
From Aldi's. It's the sensitive kind. That's the kind you use at the house.
I don't know, man.
Generic brands exist everywhere. You take your pick. You are allowed to use baby wipes.
So the only
Once
showers,
a day.
the only showers I can ever take in my life, for the rest of my life,
There's gonna be
are
soda.
showers of Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I'm doing showers of
This sounds
Coca-Cola.
like a joke. Okay.
I'm selling it. I'll make money.
Showers
You will
of
get
Coca-Cola.
sued. Cease and desist. You do not own
I'll sling
Coke.
it. I don't care.
What was it? What would you do?
I'd sling it. I'd sell it.
Sell
I'd
it?
bottle that shit up. I'd sell it for a profit.
You know it wouldn't be sticky to shower in? Liquid death. It's just so shameful how people do things just for money.
Okay, so here's what I would do. You're right. I would take the shower and I would showers of only soda, and I'd go bathe in a bath. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, you can bathe. You can have a bath.
What if you did the same
You may
thing with
use
the
the
toenails,
lake-
though? Like jar that
You
shit
may
up?
use the lake at Heartland.
No,
Yeah,
that
that's
wasn't.
okay.
That wasn't part of the.
I already laid
That
it.
wasn't part of the.
This is my idea. It's my story.
No, sorry. You've already concluded, and you were ready for our answers after you said everything you needed to say. So that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what it is.
I guess in that case, then I could technically take naps on the couch.
Naps on the couch.
Yeah,
dude.
see? Yeah.
Dude, there's loopholes everywhere if you think hard enough.
But then I wouldn't have to worry about taking a fucking bath in testicle tea. Because bats are gross when you think about it, dude. You're washing all your filth out and then you're just playing in it like a fucking toad in a lake.
Imagine how people bathe before indoor plumbing and showers. Like they
Just
do the same.
nasty shit. Nasty.
There was a time before toilet paper. Think about that.
man.
God.
Yeah. Think of how gross mating was back then.
I don't even want to think about it.
All hot and
You're
sweaty,
gonna-
no AC.
Imagine the pussy.
The
all the-
padussy.
Imagine like the
Padussy.
swamp ass and nut fog just stewing around.
Well, how did it's people ponder the question.
Oh yeah.
You know, well, like how did sexually transmitted diseases come to be a thing? And I'm like, probably because germs. It was just a breeding ground of germs hate fucking each other.
Dude, it's
Like created these super viruses that fucked up your junk.
Dude, it's like that Family Guy cutaway where Pigpen and that girl are trying
Oh,
to get
yeah?
advice. I keep getting a staph infection. Don't know why. Really? You don't know why. Dirty ass.
Dude, I won't say his name, but my friend texted me and he had just like slept with the girl, just hooked up with a random girl. And I was like, did you wrap it? And he goes, I did, but it snapped off when I was putting it on. And I was like, what'd you do? And he said, oh, I just did it. I was like, oh, so you had sex with this random woman from Tinder? And he goes, yeah. But anyways, I guess, you know how after you have sex, you can, you drip a little, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Yeah.
he had never experienced that before. And he was like, yo, what the fuck? Did I catch something? And I was like, no, man, sometimes it just happens.
Right,
like, especially if there's a
right.
lot of build up to it, you know?
Right.
And he was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, now if it was like green or like yellow or something like that, then you'd be
That'd
worried.
probably,
He goes, oh, okay, cool, right on. Literally the next day, he texts me, so green is bad? And I was,
Oh my god!
I was like,
God.
I said, yeah, Hulk dick. Do you remember when our was it you that was with me when our buddy CC was at the doctor and he had the phone and he was at MedCheck.
No.
Dude, I think it was me and John then because we were sitting in Weston,
Right.
the apartments, but he had chlamydia. And
Oh, yeah.
do you remember when he had that?
Yeah.
And
it hurt for him to laugh.
yeah,
We make him laugh.
he literally called me
He go
and
quit.
I picked up and I was like, hello, and I just heard him talking to the doctor. He just wanted me to hear it, I guess, but she was just like, how many sexual partners have you had? And he was just like, I don't know, like 10. And she goes, 10. And he goes, maybe like 30 or 40. Just immediately
Maybe like 30 or 40.
And she was just like, and you could tell this doctor was just not fucking having it with
Right.
him. He was trying to turn on that little Southern charm thing he's
Yeah,
got.
yeah,
and he just
yeah.
doesn't, it did not fucking work in his favor. Yeah, she said 10. And then she was like, so 10. And he goes, yeah, like maybe 30 or 40.
30 or
It reminded me, it reminds me of the fucking, how many hot dogs did you have?
Yeah.
One as in 2. Yeah, 2. But like, she asked him, are you using protection? And he said, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck? What do you think she means, dickhead?
Right, like, what the hell?
But she goes, are you using protection like condoms? And he was like, and she goes, have you used a condom before? And he goes, it's been a minute. But
It's been a minute.
But he had to get the it was so bad they had to do the swab inside his
Yeah.
urethra.
Eesh.
And
Yeah,
I was on the phone the entire
I bet
time he
that
got
hurt.
it done. And you can tell when it happened because he just went, oh fuck, really loud. And she goes, language. And he goes, you have a stick in my dick. And she was just like, you need to hold still. And he goes, I'm trying. Dude, and I heard all of it. Me and John are sitting on the couch drinking whiskey before we go to Riley Days. And fucking just fucking, I think the Weston was what, 4 or 5 years ago?
It's
Five. No shit, it's been like 6 or 7. Fuck. Damn,
been a long
It was a
time.
long time ago. But I was on the phone with Cecil the entire time he was being diagnosed and having his fucking urethra swabbed. And you could just hear the shuffling and uncomfortability of the entire situation. He's just like, just hold still. And he's like, I'm fucking trying. You got a stick in my fucking...
How still can one stand or sit for something like
Well,
that?
yeah,
you know?
especially if like a swab of
That
your dick.
reminds me.
It's
That
like
reminds,
a COVID test for your fucking dick. fucking
Ooh,
they
that
just
hurt.
jam it in there.
That reminds me of
don't do
that
that
story I heard where this guy went backstage with this stripper, and
Liquid Death, talk to us.
they went back. This guy went backstage with a stripper and had like a private dance or whatever, and ended up like having sex with her and stuff. And he just kept complaining about it burning when he pees. This guy. About it burning when he pees, and he's like worried that he's like got something, So he goes to the med check or whatever it is, and he gets tested, and clean bill of health, and he's like, well, it burns when like it still burns,
Oh, I think I remember this
And then
story.
like he like a couple more days go by, and it's getting even worse, and it's getting red and inflamed, And he goes to the doctor, and they do like a further,
Analysis.
examination
Yeah.
and an analysis of it, and I guess he had no protection, and he fucked this lady, or he had relations with this lady in the back door, you know?
Yeah.
And she had gotten into some jalapenos. And he had a jalapeno seed.
Oh yeah,
my
in his
yeah,
dude.
I remember this story. Like they did a cotton swab test.
Yes.
And it was a fucking
Hold on, is this someone we know?
No.
This was like in the news or
It
some
was
shit
yeah,
like that.
it was a huge.
Damn. Oh my
God,
gosh.
can you imagine?
No,
my
thank you.
God.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
No.
This lady shit a jalapeno seed and somehow his dick swallowed it.
Yeah. She had gotten into some jalapenos.
There's probably just some jalapeno seed remnants still up there.
Just like when you eat corn, it comes out whole.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It's like
Well, we can't
reverse-
digest it.
She put a baby in him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did, I guess.
Well, she put her seed in him.
I'll put my seed in you. I don't think I know what you're saying.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, dude, that would suck so bad. I thankfully have never had an STD.
Me neither.
Neither have I. So lucky.
Yeah. I was always smart about that. Thankfully.
Yeah, so I've also never had one, but I didn't mention anything because I've been married for so long. And for so long, like it's not. There's no point even.
But Matt, I love you to pieces, but I just how have you never
I've done some very
questionable
okay.
questionable things.
To be
but
fair-
I played it smart.
Matt is like pretty lucky. He gets stuff for free. You get that pool table for free. Like
Yeah,
you know,
what
you're the guy
Matt,
in town who
his-
knows
his
everybody. You get
superpower
the
is
cool-
luck.
Yeah,
It really
yeah,
is
that
luck.
is your superpower.
You should go
you
as
get the coolest
you should
shit
go
for
as
free.
Domino for Halloween. Except don't do the
Yeah, dress up as a Domino's pizza and
I thought this is what you meant, bro.
like on
Dude, with your name tag that
you
says
guys
Lucky.
Speaking of
you said come as a biker. I thought. He's
Speaking
dressed-
of
he's dressed
Halloween's
in spandex
Halloween's
and
coming up. Do you guys know what you might dress up as if you were to attend
I have
a
been
shindig?
trying to push
I
for
don't
Mallory
know.
for us to do the old comic Wanda and Vision.
That would be cool.
She's not into
I want to see you.
She's
With
not- no.
I want to see you with
Not
a
yet.
completely painted red face. That would just be fucking hilarious to me.
just red face.
Yeah.
just red face.
I would just paint my face red and you're like, who are you? Mephisto. Like,
the Red Skull.
yeah, right, Red Skull.
the bad negative, dude.
Craig, go as
Craig should dress up as the bad
Send me a
negative.
picture of the bad negative and I'll be him, dude.
Well,
We should do our next
the
episode
drawing
in our
doesn't
costumes.
really do the costume justice. So
Uh,
it actually, is.
yeah, we
Make-
could do
make
that.
a little
Maybe the
bizarre
week after.
costume.
It's closer.
And I'll do it.
I'm thinking about
You
being
guys down?
fat Doctor
We can dress
Strange.
up as costumes for our
dress up as costumes.
This is the Halloween
Or dress
episode.
up.
We're all just sitting here like,
And don't mention a word of it. Just be like, "Oh, it's the Halloween episode," and then we just see her talk like normal. There's nothing different going on right
Thanksgiving's coming up.
Right.
I am excited for the Thanksgiving though.
Why?
Because I love
the
food. Yeah,
Food's great.
I'm a fatty.
now. Just the fat kid that lives inside of all.
Oh, dude, it's hard being a thickum because like I can't.
thickum?
I want to pick a good I want to pick a good
Is that
costume.
like a version of the Steakum?
But it's every year. It's like when Creed was the Joker. Fucking what's his name? Fuck. Creed from
The
Office.
Yeah, when he was the Joker, and it just looks so fucking dumb because that's me. Anytime I could
No,
No,
he's like-
Creed's was good. It was Kevin who looked like the bad Joker. Like it was no good.
fucking
It's like
Dwight's
you're-
was okay.
Dwight's was
Yeah.
was okay. It was so like you're saying that you're sort of limited to sort of
What costume ideas?
yeah, costume ideas like The Thing or grapes.
Shrek
Grapes.
or Shrek.
Just-
Grapes.
or pears or things that are just your shape. I'm a pizza.
I'm an ice cream cone.
You just come
Dude.
upside down.
Dude, what if you came as Grimace and Craig came as a
the
hamburger,
Hamburglar.
bro?
The hamburger strikes again.
How fucking dude? I've always every Halloween, especially
The
when I was
fuck?
like, do you guys remember when I was like big for a minute, like 290
Yeah.
pounds big? I thought when you lived at that rental house, I thought how fucking funny would it be for me to show up with everything painted completely green with Hulk hands, and I just show up like, hey. Like just with
What's
this
up?
disheveled fucking wig and the hair's everywhere. But I was
Struggling
gonna,
to hold your beer that you're bringing. Like,
well, no,
hey,
I was
where
gonna
do you
cut.
put
I was
this?
gonna cut fucking holes into the side of the Hulk
So you have-
hands for a coaster.
That's clever.
Just fucking
That'd be
Edward
great.
40 hands with Hulk hands.
Oh my gosh.
I really want
Ooh.
to get that costume that's the gorilla, and it's holding a cage, but like, and then there's a person in it. But you're like when you're in the suit, your legs are the gorilla's legs,
But you're in
you're
the
the
cage.
person, right, with the fake legs.
Oh yeah.
But it's like $150. I'm not spending
Too
that
much
money.
for
You're not that
joke.
Too much
dedicated.
for a joke.
No.
I wanted to go as Doctor Strange, but I was like, there's just no fucking way. People would look at me and be like, this doesn't
You can't
work.
do that.
Yeah, I almost
You-
thought about doing that.
Travis is
Bro, that's not
could
you.
fucking pull
Travis
off-
could pull it off.
He could do Doctor
maybe.
Strange.
Yeah, no,
easily.
you definitely could do Doctor Strange.
He'd be Nurse Practitioner Strange.
Just come up in scrubs with a shitty cape.
And honestly, the one I
Dental
could see
assistant.
Matt doing the best probably is Star-Lord. I could see
Star-Lord?
Yeah, I could see you rocking that. Just
Yeah.
because, like, you got that fucking stupid boyish bullshit that you got going on.
You know
for
what? You know what
yourself.
you and I could do?
What?
I could be Marty and you could be Doc. Like you could definitely pull off Doc.
Just be Rick and Morty.
Like,
Doc's really
you could have
skinny.
you could have the big like bushy eyebrows, you know, fucking wild hair. And a
Yeah,
lab
like,
coat. I mean,
I like how he's like, I
I'll
like
just
how
borrow your doctor shots.
I like how he's like, you know,
Kinda-
Doc is thin. It's like anyone looks exactly like the costume they
but
dress up.
no,
in.
that's bullshit. Because Marty McFly, you get to dress at least somewhat cordial and cool, like a fucking cool '80s kid.
like a puffy vest.
and like I'm here
He's gonna drown with a life preserver.
Yeah.
and I'm fucking here with my fucking robot chicken doctor eyebrows.
exactly what I was thinking about. When I was doing it.
Oh, you know what you could pull off is in-game Sonic Dr. Robotnik.
Fuck you.
Dr. Eggman.
Just get that mustache going, dude.
Gosh. You know what Craig could pull off? Happy Gilmore. Just wear a really baggy
Diet
jersey
Adam
and then
Sandler.
No, dude.
Diet Adam Sandler.
He would be Ant-Man. For
Dude,
sure.
I'd want to
probably.
be Sandy Wexler. That's it. I could pull that off. I mean, John
Craig
like
shows up
this,
dressed
bro.
as himself. What are you supposed to be? I'm the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold.
Right, that's me.
What's?
Dude,
I don't get it. What's the costume? My face.
Dude,
my genetics.
When that trend was on Facebook for a little while,
Your
it was
doppelganger?
yeah, that was your change your doppelganger. Like I remember someone like going like they couldn't remember. They're like, "What was yours?" And I was like, "Oh, what was this?" And they're like, "You didn't post that anything like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I did. Look." And I showed them. And they're like, "I thought that was just a picture of you." I was like, "It is me."
I don't look like anybody other than like Chris Cole.
Who?
You kind of do look like Chris Cole.
Yeah,
Skateboarder.
I would take that
Oh.
over fucking Quentin Tarantino though.
Bro, you look like Brendan Fraser. What are you talking about?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, dude.
He's so adamant. It's you, man.
Your picture on my phone is Brendan Fraser. but
Am
it's
I
you.
that
It's
bad
you.
looking? Fuck.
No, you're
Dude.
Brendan Fraser and Bam.
God.
But you took the best qualities from both.
No, that sucks.
That
That fucking sucks, dude.
It's not
Dude, I don't really have a doppelganger though. I don't think.
Hey, you know who my you know
Captain
who,
Morgan.
Hey, you know exactly who your doppelganger is?
What?
Me. Because I was
Two brothers.
It is just two fucking brothers.
I was at Matt's house yesterday, trying to work on my truck, and this truck comes by, or this SUV, this blacked out SUV comes by and honks at me, and I'm like, well, I'm at Matt's house, dude. Everybody knows who Matt is.
Right.
Yeah.
By. And then I was like, who was that? He had left, and he comes back, and I was like, hey, man, this happened. I was like, who was that? He goes, I don't know. And then he comes and picks me up today, and he's like, hey, I found out who that was. It was Gary.
It was Gary.
Gary.
James
Posey.
It's
Oh
James
my
Posey.
God.
He goes, yeah, I saw Travis.
Yeah, he
out
messaged me. He said, I saw Travis out there working on his truck, and I was like, that wasn't Travis.
That was Craig. He goes,
It's not me.
He's like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Yeah, honestly, except for the eye color, literally the fucking same. You guys.
It's so funny when I first there was another job I went to with Eric.
Eric,
from work. Yeah, Eric from work, and he goes, man, you know who you look like? I was like, Travis Plyce. He goes, yeah. I was like,
Well, it's funny
my
because
brother.
who was it? Before he left, before he went to another job, Javier.
Yeah.
Remember that? Because this is when I was still doing the CE classes. He comes up to me once. He's like, "Hey, man, do you have like a brother who looks exactly like him?" Like, yeah. He's like, does he like have a lot of tattoos on his arm? Like, Yep, that's him. He's like, oh, okay, good. Because I thought it was you for a second. He's like, well, I don't have a bunch of tattoos on my arm, buddy.
Where'd your tattoos go?
What gave
Like, they don't just like come
I
off.
got a really
That's how
good
it works.
henna tattoo guy.
Right.
Like,
And you know what's funny about that is so Javier doesn't work for the union
Yeah.
anymore. Dude,
He doesn't-
he works for a drywall company, but he quit the union working on our job, and
Yeah.
now he works for
Yeah,
one
I know.
side, and now he's back on the same job,
Oh my
working for a different
gosh.
company, whole different
He
trade.
still has experience, Steve.
Yeah, he's still got to deal with Steve on the job. Oh my gosh,
But,
dude.
um,
Speaking of which, that reminds me, you guys saw the video that I sent
yeah.
in the chat, but about Travis.
Yeah.
So like, he's got this new kid like firecocking all the
Oh
holes,
my
dude.
gosh, yes,
And
I
dude,
saw this.
So if you guys don't know, firecock is notorious for getting all over and never
Everywhere.
coming out ever, dude.
It will
I've got
never
a pair
come
of
out of your
pants
clothes.
that will like it'll never come out again. Like
right.
like if it was bad enough, I'd be like, I'm tossing these, but
Right.
it's not so bad. But he goes, I was walking by and Steve goes, dude, I got that new kid, firecocking, and he goes, dude, it's all over him and stuff. And I was like, you didn't teach him how to use the gun? He goes, no, man, I taught him how to use it. I just didn't tell him how to stop it.
How to release it.
How to release it as if you've ever used coke.
And it just keeps going.
And the pressure
coming out,
just
bro.
keeps coming out. So you just click the button and then it releases the pressure and it stops. So like I'm picturing this kid caulking all these holes, and then it just keeps coming out. He's trying to catch
He's getting okay to
and
it.
he's like, trying to catch it,
Not know what the fucking do.
And he's like, and wiping it on his clothes, dude. Like covered in stuff that will never come out of the clothes that you wear. How unfortunate would that be if he was like trying to save it all and catch it, dude? But didn't realize
That is
it
just
got
like
everywhere.
Steve to like teach him how to do it, like
That's
use it,
any
but not how to
foreman.
release
That's
it.
any foreman, dude. Like, what?
Dude, I
watch
bet he'll
this,
teach like
dude.
he's like, yeah, tell him how to use it, but not how to release it. How he leans in when he
Like,
talks to you with his wild
like he was
fucking-
trying to haze him on
Oh my
purpose.
gosh.
Great segue. Let's
So no. I feel like
Are you over here looking at my doppelganger? Is that what you've been?
yeah, but I feel like you just look like a generic Peter Parker. Like someone who would play.
Peter Parker.
Like if you had your
You look like Tim. Your doppelganger.
Grape juice made me shit myself. Remember the prune juice? So
well, Tim's doppelganger is fucking Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher,
It's
without
insane.
a doubt, with
think
when he
so?
shaves,
And then something just happened with you. That's
I
just
know.
not okay.
Well, I have this protruding caveman eyebrow. It makes
This brow
me
line.
just fucking
You've got a
feel
fucking
primal. Like
you've got an Eddie Murphy brow
I got it's
with a
this
Tom
motherfucker-
Holland
He's like, I got
face.
something, man.
I do, bro. Like it's like a fireplace mantle. Like, I can put knickknacks and shit up there and like hang little stockings. Like,
Next.
Hang mistletoe off of there. Yeah, look at me.
I feel like
I
you
got a
could. I
protruding
feel
brow
like you
for
could
sure.
pass as Abraham Lincoln. Don't know why.
well, I went as in that one year, but we won't talk about that. Fuck,
Dude, remember when you won the?
Yeah, we can't share
You
that.
won the costume contest at the bar wearing that.
Oh my
That was a
gosh,
hat with
that
a mullet
apron with the
attached to
foam
it, and then the
dick
apron
on
with
it.
the foam
Dude,
dick.
who was it? Who was the guy running it? Because he was mad that you.
It
won,
was
dude.
Duke.
Yeah,
Dude,
Duke.
these guys that had gone on the bar had spent, I don't know,
Time.
hours, dude.
Time, dude.
They
hours,
spent some time.
makeup, and like they put money and stuff and time into their costumes, and everybody we're dang bro comedy. Everybody loves comedy.
right.
You know what I mean? All I wore was a hat with a fake mullet,
Yeah.
and an apron where I looked chiseled as fuck, but with like a big foam,
Yeah, a big
foam
A
phallus.
plushy
cartoon foam dick, pretty
Yeah.
much.
hanging off of it.
And I didn't even know there was a costume contest.
He just showed up.
He just shows up
wearing it.
Looking
He
ridiculous.
was like, "This is funny. People will like this."
Right,
He
and I'm
showed
just
up.
everyone's
whipping it
drunk,
around, and I won the costume contest.
Yeah.
And Duke was not happy
Like,
about
didn't
it.
he win like $50 or something like that?
Yeah,
it was
I won
like $50 or
He
some
bought
shit like
shots
that.
for everybody.
Yeah, I bought a couple rounds of shots, and I bought myself a beer.
You should have bought extra for Duke just because he was so upset about it.
No, because he tried to like get by with like catching like, okay, so when he was like, it was based off like noise, right? How loud people
Yeah,
clapped, right?
yeah.
So he didn't have everybody's full attention, and he had me go first, right? Like,
Right.
Hey, he clearly saw that nobody was paying attention. Hey, here, and then he went to the next, and then they all went. Then they went. What about Matt? You know, the people that weren't paying attention
Yeah,
to begin
finally
with.
paying
What
attention.
about Matt? And then Matt, so he had to do me again.
they went-
and everyone's like, "Woo!" You know?
He went wild.
Oh, he was not happy.
like he almost had it. He was like, "This guy's gonna."
See, that's what I'm saying.
Right, almost like
That's what I'm saying. You come to a costume contest not knowing there's a contest. You win $50. How lucky is that?
Dude, luck is your superpower.
It really
for sure.
is.
Dude, that's
Sucker.
awesome. That's sucker.
Sucker.
Dude.
I just fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
God, I don't understand. It's just like the universe, the stars are always aligned. For you.
Dude.
It's just,
What if? Right?
Dude,
Am
the
I
fucking
right?
even the Watcher sitting out in the cosmos, just looking at him, going,
I don't get it.
"No,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I just picture him going, unbelievable."
Unbelievable. Even I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, and that's the one variant that's unpredictable.
Oh my god.
What about variant 1022? Oh, we don't mess with him.
Right.
Who is it?
He's like the Rick Sanchez of
Right.
C-137.
Matthew Bradley. That's who it is.
Get some long ball, Bradley. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But yeah,
You
no,
know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I had something to say about these guitars hanging up here.
I like that white one.
Yeah, like the white one looks awfully familiar. You know how I know it's for sure not mine, the one that you lost somehow. It is definitely not mine because it had the pinstripe, the black pinstripe going
And
around.
that one also has 7 strings.
It's
It's
yeah,
true.
because I'm counting the strings right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counting all the strings, dude.
Dude, even your mom was like, "Oh, it's still in the closet."
I don't know, man.
It was not in the fucking. It was
wasn't-
Sandy's
it was-
fault, not
Actually,
mine.
dude,
Fuck
what if,
you guys.
What if,
Maybe, I don't
hey,
know.
what if she pawned it and she's like, these guys? Right. I'm just let them think
Dude,
that
what
he
if she
lost.
just fucking got rid of it? Seriously.
No,
Purple
no,
fast
there's
one.
no way. There's
Well-
no way she got rid of my guitar when she's holding on to Travis's drums in
Do
the.
you think? Do you
in
think
the-
maybe it was?
I'm thinking Taylor.
No.
No.
I think no, because I lost. It was before
A
all
long
that
time
stuff
ago.
that It was gone.
It was before you got with Taylor.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like long before that.
I'm gonna say she
This is like
she sell your
almost like
Genesis when
elementary
you're playing
middle
it the day
school.
before. She'll definitely sell your brother's shit. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like,
gosh!
damn.
Josh, will you tell that story real quick about selling the Sega Genesis? That's what it was, right? The Sega.
Gosh, yeah, okay. So like years ago, I was with this girl I met in high school,
Thing.
whatever, and we were in a
Creature.
relationship for a long time, even till like a few years out of high school. But anyway, this is back when I worked at
Mistake.
Candy, and like all
It's a
day.
donkey.
Like there's like no time to fucking be on your phone there. Like
Yeah.
you're like busy all the
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
like and beforehand, like for some reason I got into the kick of like wanting to be on my Sega, want to play my retro shit. And I guess she had texted me, and I hadn't seen it yet. Texted me, was like, "Hey, are you still like using like your Sega Genesis or whatever?" And I finally got back to the shop, and like it was late. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've been playing it like all week because it's awesome.
Who
Like
sees you
like-
do stuff and
right.
then you're like, hey, are you still using that? Like, bro, I was just on it. What do
it's
you
like
mean?
one of my favorite childhood memories, my Sega Genesis.
It's like watching her
Yeah.
take a dump, and then you're like, "Oh, do you still need this toilet?"
Right, yeah. But no, dude, it's like one of my favorite childhood memories.
Take the toilet paper so
and
she
like
can't wipe.
it's like it's great nostalgia, and it still works. It's a Sega Genesis that still works. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've been playing it all week. Of course, I'm still using it. It's like, oh well, I already like pawned it. I thought you would be okay with it. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? You. It was.
Like, what were you, dude?
And dude, you know what she sold it
you
for?
were thinking.
You know what she's fucking sold it for? Was spice.
I thought it was bath salts. I thought she was into that.
Either or,
Yeah,
whatever.
either
It
or,
could have
yeah.
been both, but either way, I was upset. Bitch.
Shit. Harry
Anyway.
I hope she never loses it.
That's okay.
Hopefully
Whatever.
not.
I mean, that was. I mean,
What a
to be
jerk.
honest,
Not bad.
to be honest,
What a
it's been
jerk.
it's been so long, and like, dude, like drugs will make you do some terrible
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So, like,
But dude, it had so many cool games.
I can't hold the grudge. Like, to be honest, she was sweet. She may have done some like, terrible things, but dude, like that. Come on, dude. You sold it. I mean, how much
She
did
was
you
just on it too.
Yeah,
Like that's
man.
what.
Just on it. What are you gonna?
Dude, I had
Come
been
on.
playing it all like that entire week, and like probably like a week
Hey,
and a half.
can I get rid of that chair real quick? Let's. You don't need that.
Oh, hey, I
do you?
sold your car. I didn't know if you needed it to go and to
I
and from
sold your
work.
car. Right, you might as well have pawned my car,
Right.
dude. What are you doing? Oh, I sold the lease to this
I
place.
saw, I
We
sold
gotta
your,
get out of here.
I sold your heart medication. I didn't know if you needed your heart medication for your health. But I sold it for drugs.
I sold it for drugs, dude. How many times
What a
does that
low.
happen?
Can you imagine selling like your grandparents' fucking heart medication and
Dude, I bet it's
diabetes
happened. I bet
insulin
it's
shots
happened,
and
right?
shit for
Just going to
I
the
don't
old
have
folks
to.
home.
There's some horrible people
Good
out there
God.
that are like, hey man,
He's
I got
kidding,
some,
by the way.
you know, prescription drugs. And they're like, what is it? Well, I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know. You
It's in
just
this
have
little
them.
bag, and it's like heart
Right.
medication, or like
Oh my gosh.
pilled insulin or something.
That'd be awful.
You shut the fuck up. This guy.
We got our
Can we-
own thing
can we beat
going
him
on
up?
over here.
Let's. I've been waiting to do this for years.
You did do it for years.
That's why he's a bad negative.
I tell you what,
So he said, yeah.
you never got
The worst of it?
fraction of the physical abuse.
That Travis
Of the
Travis
cannons.
experience. Yeah, the cannons.
I got enough.
or of Austin Shermer.
Yeah,
He deserved it. Why is it every
Well,
week
he
that
did
dude
bring it
comes
on
up?
himself, so.
That dude comes up on
need him. We need him here for an
Get him
episode.
He's just so distant.
We won't tell
in
Craig,
every
though.
way except for every
yeah.
week.
Don't tell
We'll
me.
tell him. We'll tell him to get here a half hour through our
Right,
episode.
get here at
and he'll just-
2:30, man.
He'll just come in the middle of our episode.
Like classic Shermer
He'll
back
just
in the
pop
day.
his head
Where
in,
he just pops
hey guys,
in.
and I'm like, ah, fit of
You
rage.
immediately pull out the kendo stick.
Right?
What's up?
I somehow have it.
Have a seat.
If I have him come in here and look at you, I was first.
He fucking has the Mace Windu and he just goes, "Hey,
Remember this? And it's the exact same.
What if he
one.
was holding that grudge for all these years, and he's like, I can't wait to see him.
I can't wait.
He's finally gonna get it.
I remember the shape of the moon the night we met."
Gosh.
Goes into this detail.
I remember in high school, Austin was just like waiting, like the teacher was late and the door was locked. And he was just bored and just talking to somebody and just not even thinking about it and was just like, you know, like you just fiddle with shit, you know? Have you ever just fiddled with stuff? Like, you know, just kind of like mess with stuff. Well, he was doing that and he had like a piece of paper and he was like playing with it with the keyhole and he like dropped it in the keyhole. So when the teacher got there, she like tried to put her key in there and it fucked up the like, or messed up the tumbler,
Oh, he like
you know?
jammed the lock with
He
paper.
jammed the
Oh, my
lock.
gosh.
So then class was like 30 minutes behind because the janitors had to come out and like take the whole door off. They had to take the
Yeah,
pins
pins
out,
out.
and take the whole thing because he
dang,
put the
dude.
littlest piece of paper.
Dude, for some reason, that's reminded like this. This isn't the exact same, but I remember like in middle school, like I can't remember who the home ec teacher was, but we had to do like sewing or something, and she was like, and we were doing with a bunch of needles and stuff, and we had like this magnet that we'd go pick small needles up, and I remember her going, "Okay, guys, we're not gonna throw any needles. We're not gonna do anything like that. Like if not throwing, but she was like, they're needles. Don't hurt each other with them. Like,
Right.
don't do that." Or like she goes, like she was real adamant. She's like, "You guys are gonna be suspended. You're going down the office, such and such." And we're like, okay. And I not even thinking about it. I stuck the magnet in the thing full of them. And you guys remember Sam?
Yeah.
He was in the class.
Oh, no, I can only imagine.
And you guys remember that talking about being bullied, right? And I was talking about my bully who died. It was his kid was involved. So I took the mag and I just not even thinking, I flung him at Sam's back while he was bent down on the floor. and you know, like when Matt knows about this, when you like beat up your brothers and like you're like, shut up. Like, you know,
Don't make a fucking sound. Don't make a
dude.
sound.
Well,
Yes.
I
Yes.
threw it at him thinking just thinking it was funny, and he stands up, he goes,
They're never quiet.
And as he's shouting, I'm thinking, shut up, dude, shut up.
Shut up. Don't cry.
Right? So I threw these needles off a magnet at him, and he screams real loud, and he stands up, and that kid, he just looks at me, he goes, I guess he'd seen the whole thing, and he goes, "Hey, Craig's throwing needles over here," and I was like, "Man, no, I wasn't, dude. No, I wasn't. Not me." Like, and I totally did, but I never got in trouble in school, and like, so I was like, this guy's gonna ruin my game. I'm playing the long con. Yeah, like everything I do it in the shadows, you know, like anything, you know, I don't do anything wild to get on the radar. So anything that happens, they're like, that's how I got out of it, because he was like, he's throwing needles, and I can't remember what I said to get out of it, but
Right.
I was like,
Nah, that wasn't me.
yeah, I was like,
Someone else.
I was like, so
He
anytime
did it to himself.
anytime there was something happening, they were just like, it couldn't have been him, dude. He wouldn't do that.
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, what?
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't. I just feel like you're right. I couldn't have done that.
Yeah, there's no way it could have been me.
I work in the shadows.
Right?
Fuck.
I am
so
Batman.
true, dude. It's so true. Because whenever your shenanigans are few and far between. But when they happen, it's so unexpected.
That's why it's shocking. You're like,
You don't expect it. You don't
yeah,
expect
exactly.
it.
You don't expect it at all.
Like, especially like physical things. Like
Right.
you like fucking with somebody physically. It's like you think of it months in advance.
I'm playing the long con.
You're
on all
just-
of my pranks, dude.
I'll do it in overtime. That's fine.
Do it every time,
I'll
right?
do it in the fourth quarter.
Dude, that reminds me of so like playing the long con game. I remember April. She was when she had some buddy or a friend that she was working with when she was a waitress, and like, so like she was like, hey, I've got some friends. They like, have been kind of teaching me some poker at work. Like, I'm gonna go play some poker. I was like, all right, cool, man. And like, April and I have no there's no insecurity about her like hanging out with anybody's, which is like at any point she could come hang out with any of you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's not even a second thought. I'm just like, yeah, dude, cool.
Yeah.
'Cause, like we're so tight. And granted, like she's just naive. She doesn't know how men work. So like she had gone over to this place to like play poker a few times, and then she was asking, she was like, hey, can I bring my boyfriend over and we can play? And they're like, yeah, sure. So like we come over and I'm seeing like who she's playing poker with, and just like how they react when I'm there, and
How it's like real. You can feel the tension, right?
I know exactly what their plan was. Like they were playing the long con, dude. Like they knew exactly what they were doing, and she didn't see it. And I was like, we were at the end of the night, like nothing happened, but at the end of the night, she's like, that was fun. I was like, yeah, dude, that was pretty fun. I was like, you can't go back there.
You can't go back there.
And not even not even trying to be like, and never have I ever been like, I've never been like, hey, you can't do this. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even like that. It was just like, it was
more of for your safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
For your safety,
Yes.
for the safety of our relationship. That's what it was. I was like, I picked up exactly what was going down.
Right.
And
Did you like low key try to call him out on
no,
it?
I didn't even low key.
Like any hidden burns?
No hidden burns. Dude, here's what happened. You know what happened? Is I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what had happened, but I remember something happening, and I look over at the dude, the guy that was catty corner from me, and he kind of gives me this look like he looks at his buddy.
Oh yeah.
So I don't
you
know what it
foiled
was.
their plan.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly,
my
dude. Like I
gosh.
foiled their plan. Is what he looked like.
What a loser.
But dude, but to her, dude,
I would have gotten away with it too.
If it wasn't her meddling boyfriend. Motherfucker.
dude,
If it wasn't for the bad negative.
dude, not in this case, not the bad negative in this case, but dude, but you ever been in that situation?
You can't go back.
Yeah, you ever
Right.
pick up on something like that, and I was like, yeah, you can't go back there. And she was just like, why? I was like, you don't know what was going on there? And she's like, no, we were having fun. And I was like,
Oh really?
that's not what was happening.
That's not what was happening.
I explained later what was going on, and she was like, nuh-uh. And I was like, yep, that's exactly what was going on. I was like, they were just waiting for
Right.
the next fight that we had, and they were
Oh,
like,
my-
come play
yeah.
poker, something like that.
And it
So,
never happened.
And yeah, exactly. I was like, well, you can't go back there. So
Yeah, it was fun. You can't go back. Dude, that fucking sent me into a fit. And I have no idea.
That's just very matter of fact.
I
Straightforward answer.
I
I did not expect that. Like,
and on top of it all, she had a good time. You know?
and she had a good time.
Yeah. And you're falling for it. Like,
Right.
you know why you're having fun? Because they're buttering you up. That's why. They're getting it all greased up.
Good God.
Dude, and I give them props, dude. They would have had me if I hadn't foiled their plan. No, I picked up exactly what was going on. I was like, that was great, dude. We can never go back there. You can never go back there again. Sorry.
This will never happen again.
This will never happen again.
Dude, I would like to tell a story about.
Hold on. I'm so sorry because I made that joke. I want you really quick to please tell them about the fucking starbursts at the movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
I forget what movie we
fucking
were seeing.
God, dude.
I think it was the second Spider-Man movie, maybe.
Something.
Anyway, we were at the movies, and it was me, Tara, you, and Matt. I think were there, and a few other people. But anyway, there's like these mini Starbursts that we're snacking on. And I think that like it was just before the movie starts, and my stupid ass. We just
No, it was during the fucking movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, during the movie, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I was snacking on these like little mini Starbursts. I look over at Alec, and I don't know why. I just go, "You want some Starburst for your hole?" It's like really gentle, and he's just like laughing, like what? And I just motion the bag to him, like, "You want some Starburst for your hole?" And he just is laughing. I'm like, and he takes some. He's like, all right, like, there's some Starburst for your hole. Doing like some sort of Sandy Wexler type of.
That's exactly who I was hearing. That's who I heard.
The bicycle seat hurts my hiney.
What was your story? I'm sorry.
you're fine.
Dude, that never gets fucking
Yeah.
old. That never gets fucking old when you do that stupid ass fucking voice.
But that's why I do it, because it's dumb and I think it's funny. But anyway,
So-
your story.
The story I wanted to tell was when we were back when I was younger. We were in this. I was in this class called construction. You got to make stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And there was an advanced
I know where this is
class
going.
above us, and they were making like so we're doing stuff with like popsicle sticks and stuff like that, you know, and like the physics of stuff and things like that. And there was an advanced class, and they had all built dog houses, right? Like I'm talking, they got the shingles. I mean, like it's advanced, right?
Shingles. Yeah, they had the
They got the shingles on the little roof, and you got the wood, and they got it all painted. And I mean, it's, you know what I mean. It was more advanced than making, you know, like and
popsicle
house,
yeah.
and that's what that was what our project was. Okay, so we had to make this, and there was like a whole list of specs.
Hey, weren't you also in that special class for a little while?
No, I won't go into that. I'll go into that later.
I'm thinking of you telling me that and going, we had to make popsicles.
No. So this was construction. We had to make and there was like a specs, like you know, you had to have like so many, like you had to pick like different roof styles, and you had to have like, I mean, there was all these qualifications for this house.
Right.
Okay. I did not feel like doing that. Okay. I just wanted to mess around and hot glue hammers to tables and mess with kids and stuff like that.
Mess with kids.
So, me and a buddy of mine, we were all paired in groups. We got to pick our group. So I picked my buddy, which was a mistake. And we're like,
Was it
You
Bobby?
knew it was a mistake.
No.
Was it Bobby?
No.
Oh.
So we just messed around the entire, and we had like 4 or 5 classes to do this, right? This like project. We never started. Okay.
It didn't even start working.
Then the last day that we had to work on the project, about, I don't know, 20 minutes before the class ended, me and my buddy that were on in a group, we hid in one of those dog houses until the class ended. Everybody left. Lights were shut off. We snuck back out. We grabbed, the base for it, put a bunch of just broken sticks and glue all over it, and then we smashed every other person's project.
Oh my god!
And then sabotage. And guess what? It worked. He gave everybody an A, and it was done.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I just spilled Coke all over my crotch.
Hey.
But everybody was done. And he just let it fly.
Yeah.
He just let it fly.
He was like, wait, did he give everyone
He gave everyone an A.
everyone an A?
And we just nothing happened. We just moved to the next project.
He didn't address it. He didn't try to investigate. What
Well,
happened.
he didn't. He just said it was almost like he was trying to tell us like somebody else, and like it was almost like he was announcing a death. That's how upset he was about it.
Guys,
like he was like
the other projects.
Guys,
Was this Mr. Wynn or the
this
other
was
guy?
this was Mr. H. I think.
And he's on your friends list.
He is on my
That's so
friend list.
funny.
I hope
dude.
he sees
Hey,
this.
I hope so too.
I hope so too. Because it's
That
been
reminds
years
me
since
of
this
the other
happened.
story.
Years, yeah. What are you gonna
What can you
do?
do?
F now?
But, dude,
No.
in the same fucking class, pretty much. But and on the other side of it,
Coke all over
do you
me.
guys remember in the shop class how there was those big windows in Mr. Wynn's workshop and then the computer lab next to it with the see-through windows?
Yeah.
Yep.
So literally like 6 to 10 of us had like the shaggy fucking swoopy emo hair, right?
Yep.
All brown, like we all dressed the fucking same. And there was an AP class, which is advanced placement. And let's be honest, a lot of those kids are real fucking like, my GPA can't handle the goofiness. Like fucking just
That dead. I'm like quirky.
like they're like just prudes about it, right? But Matt pulled his nuts through his fucking ass crack, like pulled
the goat from
it's
like
the goat.
waiting.
and
From
just
waiting,
fucking
yes.
stuck him right on the fucking glass. I'm talking like the print was there. I remember laughing so fucking hard just
Dude,
because there was
because
because
Mr.
it
Wynn
was your
couldn't see
ass
it.
cheeks
Mr.
and
Wynn
then just
couldn't-
balls.
Yeah, Mr. Wynn couldn't see it because that divider that divided half the class
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
his way. So the entire class seen it, but he didn't.
Yep. And they all went, ew, and they all told, right? And so they
Well,
pulled
no, they didn't even tell Mr. H. So we were Mr. Wynn's class. Mr. H was in the. He had to run to the office to get some papers, and he was watching his class while he was getting his mail or something.
fuck.
So he saw it happen through the camera, but cameras were so bad. Yeah,
couldn't tell.
The reason I disclosed that there was 6 to 10 of us with the same fucking hair, all they could tell was that it was a dude with long brown hair.
That's all.
And they
could
were
tell.
like,
That's the only
when
description he could give.
well, they came in the office and they said, all right, long brown hair. And they looked around and were all like, huh?
"What?"
Back before 4K.
Yeah. Oh my
You
dude.
got
And
caught
way
280p.
And the best,
Yeah. If that. Like 144. Like,
the best part of it was, is
like
I
the
was,
camera does this.
when he came, when he came down.
Slow.
Well, and the best part too is
No, it's probably so slow that it was just blank window and then his ass.
Oh my god.
one frame per second. No.
Yeah, no shit.
So like, what's funny is I was so terrified. I was wearing a hoodie. I took it off and stuck it in my locker, and I like hid out within the shop class, so that when Mr. H did come down, he pulled everybody out with long hair except for me.
Except for you.
I stayed hidden. I stayed hidden.
Right.
So it's like when we did the 8th grade thing.
All of them
and
are
you were
really
the one
clueless,
passing
like,
everything out.
Yeah.
And then you disappeared into the crowd and everybody got caught except for me.
Except
and
for
him.
me.
Dude, you talk about...
I didn't get caught
You
either,
talk about
thankfully.
hiding in the doghouse.
His
and then
fucking
hiding
luck!
just Now, will you tell us about when you guys put the art teacher in the closet?
Oh my god, you dicks. You fucking dicks. You and
you
shit.
talk about middle school?
Yeah, that
That poor
fucking
woman.
asshole.
Shit.
Dude, she was such a nice lady.
She's probably
was
dead
a
now.
nice lady.
She is probably
You
fucking
locked
dead
her
now.
in the art closet.
In the kennel room. And I was so afraid. Okay,
She was boarded.
we shut the door and then
He
we
turns and he's got the mustache. You know the one.
we propped the chair up to the door.
Like a classic fucking.
Hey, how
I'm running from zombies and I
How
gotta
did she
block
get
it.
in there?
Well, she would go in there all the time to get like more clay or something.
Oh,
to
it
put
was
some
just
supplies.
storage.
Yeah.
Just
Miss
walk-in
Coleman was her
storage,
name.
pretty much.
Yeah, so she went in there and I shut it like it was 5 minutes before class let out. I shut it, locked her in there. She was banging on the door,
Oh
screaming,
my
right?
gosh, dude.
Well, by the time she was screaming,
But
the
nobody
bell
saw
rang,
him
so
do it.
everybody just like left, right?
Right.
And me and Chipper, and then we're like, we can't like leave her in there forever.
Forever.
But
Oh my god.
She never get
I
back.
know, but
Slide a food tray under the door.
Like you're facing
You have a
charges
visitor.
You're facing charges of imprisonment for keeping her
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
closet of school.
no, I was so afraid. I was like, we gotta let her out. But then he was like, dude, no, because as soon as we move that chair, it's gonna make a noise. She's gonna open the door and see that's us because she has no idea who did it.
Right.
So we spent 5 minutes gathering string and rope.
Spent an extra 5 minutes
tying it to the
stringing
chair.
up a contraption.
Yeah, so
she
that we
won't
could
see
go to
it's
the
you.
edge. Yeah, so we could go to the edge of the room,
my gosh.
pull the chair, and dude, as soon as I pulled that chair, I heard the door swing open, and we just took off, dude. So
Oh my
she was ready to
gosh,
see this. Like,
dude.
who was it?
Right.
And she opens the door, and she probably just hears little pitter patter and a rope,
All she
like
hears is-
multiple
all
ropes
she
tied
hears is
together.
this, like the fucking Tie it.
I hear that. Who is that?
Hey,
Trap
we have
from the
1% on the battery, so let's wrap
Hey,
this
but
shit
wasn't
up.
it different last time?
So-
You said it was like that on your phone, but it actually had more or something. So it could be.
Let me go
We'll
check
just go
on the
until we're
camera.
like-
We still got like 10 minutes to
Yeah.
show you that.
I don't want their audio and not be video for it.
Well, you're ruining the show now, telling us.
Well,
so.
fuck, man. It
well,
just
when-
said. Well, I'm gonna go look at I'm gonna go look at it.
He's gonna go look
It's
at
got
it.
to be
You
so
guys can
extra. It's all get up, get up.
I will.
Edit all of this out. All of it. You're ruining it. Hey, you know what we should get?
It was
We should get
31.
microphones that look like that bulb. And then turn them on. And we'll see turn them on. Bright light.
You have two choices: talk with a light in your face, or like you're telling a scary story.
Scary story, dude. Yeah. Oh man.
God bless it. You look like a bulldog staring into the sun. Hey, sorry for getting up in the camera. I just wanted to make sure that the
Got up in the camera's face.
yeah.
You got up in
I
our
wanted to make
viewer's
sure we had
face.
fucking plenty of battery life left. Damn.
We'll be all right.
Fuck me for wanting nice
Why don't you
things.
just charge it overnight, bro?
I wasn't Alex.
Alex, happy birthday, Alan.
Dude, our old manager, Colton, the guys that stayed at your house, think the shit.
Yeah, yep.
He fucking introduced me as Alan to everybody in his hometown when I stayed with him for a weekend, and all fucking weekend, Alan. And I was like, God, this is exactly how Gary felt.
Yeah, but on a whole other level that I can't believe.
I
This is
didn't.
Gary for life. He told me that was his name just the other day when he asked me. He said, "Yeah."
I still call him Gary.
still
you're
call him
right.
that.
Dude.
We've called him Gary so long. There's times where I don't remember his real name. I'm like, what is his real name? Oh yeah,
Some people
that's what
don't.
it
They,
is.
sometimes I'll say Gary, and they're
Matt-
like, "Who?" I'm
Matt
like,
is-
James Posey, and they're like, "Wait, Gary has a brother?" I'm
What
like,
if he has?
"No,
What if he has an
does?"
alias?
But no, hold on,
That's his alias now. Like he gets pulled over, and they're like, "Are you Gary Posey?" And he's like,
dude.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny? Your license says James. I know your name's Gary.
Yeah, nice fucking fake.
No, and
Matt is so committed to his bits that even me, one of his best friends, he didn't tell me, oh, hey, funny joke. This dude's real name is James.
didn't even think about it.
I
Because
didn't
You probably
know.
didn't believe him.
I didn't know until the first time we went to a bar together with James, because when he pulled out his ID, I
Like he's
saw
playing
James
the
A.
long
Posey.
con, dude.
And this is
I
like-
saw
Dude.
it said James A. Posey, and I was like, James? I thought your name was Gary, and he goes, no. It was
No.
never Gary. That was
Dude.
And I came up to you and I was like, you have some fucking explaining to do. Right? And you were like, oh, you didn't hear about
was
that? I'm like, no, that was 5 years ago.
But dude, that thing is such a long
He's that
con.
committed to his bits.
Right, yeah, he's so committed to his beats. It's such a long con. It's been going on for years, dude. Fucking years. He's been called Gary.
It goes another step further. When he would come over to Seth's and stuff, me and Seth helped him set up an email, and his name on his email is Gary Posey. And,
Oh my
and whatever,
dude!
you know,
Even his
but-
email has it. He's
got a big job interview.
into his
family
email.
members start calling him
And this is how it started. He had transferred from schools, and he was like,
He came from Eastern.
yeah, or something. I don't remember. And he was sitting next to me in English class, and like I was just trouble, you know. And I looked at him, and I
That's
said,
one way of putting
and
it.
he was real quiet. And it was like 5 minutes in the class go by, and like before him, no one sat next to me.
Yeah.
So then I like looked at him. I was like, "Hey man, you know where you from?" And he told me, and I don't remember. And I said, I said,
Something about me not paying attention. I wouldn't listen.
and I said, "What's your name, man?" And he said, "James." And I instantly, this is the first thing, and he'll even tell you this. I instantly went, "You look like a Gary." Hey guys, this is Gary. And I just introduced him to everybody, as many people as I could, and it just took off.
Bro, you conned his
so
whole
fast.
life.
I did.
His whole life is a joke.
Gary now suffers
guy.
from identity crisis.
His name
Born
is
James, but I'm actually Gary. Now what do I
and then, like I said,
He's looking in the mirror. Hello, James.
James.
like
Especially with The Shining.
people in school be like,
here. It's Gary.
James Posey. Does Gary have a brother?
Right? Does he have a brother?
Well, he does,
Do you have
but
a
it's
twin
not-
brother named
Yeah.
Gary?
That's not his name, though.
Well, he's got a brother, but he's a stepbrother. Just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. His name's Gary. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, half brother. on with Cody, but
Dude, I didn't know for years. A half a decade I was friends with this guy, and I had no idea. And what's so funny is like how much he's just such a chill person. He did not fucking care.
he didn't care, and it worked.
And he was just like, all right.
Yeah.
He's just fucking okay.
That's the way it is now.
But like,
I'll just close my eyes until it goes away.
Yeah.
Even and like it became such a commonplace for it that like even when like you, Cassidy, and Gary would come over, Mariah met him as fucking Gary, right?
Yep.
So when
That's how I introduced him to Mallory.
when he got out of his little fucking pickle that he was in, and he made a Facebook, he added Mariah, and she goes, "Does Gary have an older brother?"
Oh my god!
And I was like, "What?"
Right, like it's been years since she met him, and he comes
Yeah,
back.
and I was like, "What?" And she goes, "James," and I said, "No, that is him." And she goes, "Why does he have a different name?" And I said, "Okay, so here's the whole story."
That's his real name. It goes, so there's this fly.
So there's this fly.
My gosh!
But
Oh, you know what?
I got to be like, "Oh wait, now I'm in on the joke." Okay. I am no longer the joked.
I'd also like to talk about how I got you something from Florida.
Fuck you.
Okay, so
Fuck you, dude.
I told Alec that
your
I got
gifts,
him.
Your gifts are shit.
I told Alec. Okay, I told Alec.
You buy me bullshit.
I do.
You give me garbage.
I do. I told him. I said, "Hey," I said, "I got you
Fuck
something
you.
from Florida," and he said, "What did you get me?" And I said, "Well, I can't tell you. It's a surprise." And he said, "Okay, well, when are you going to give it to me?" And I was like, I'm not going to give it to you. I have somebody else that's going to bring it to your house. And you're like, "Well, why is it big?" And I was like, "Well, no, it's actually relatively small." And he said, "Then why would another person be bringing it to my house?" And he goes, "Well, wait a minute, who's bringing it to my house?" And I went, "I don't know."
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? And I was like, "I don't know." And he goes, "But why do you have a stranger going to my house?" And I was like, "That's just how it works." And that's just how what works. And I was like, "That's just how it works." He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, "Dude, you just don't worry about it. You'll get it." And you're like, "Dude, stop messing with me." I was like, "I'm not messing with you." And he's like, "Well, how much did you spend on this?" And I was like, "I don't know, $1." And you went, $1? And I was like, "Yeah." And then and you're like, what guy's coming over to my house? I said, "Could be a woman. I don't know." What are you talking about? And it was a postcard. I got him a postcard from Florida, and I sent it to him the day I left. Dude, I would beat him home. I beat him home.
Dude, I love how it was a big misdirect.
It was a mail
for being the mailman.
mail guy.
It was a mail person.
Or a woman,
a mail
mail
carrier.
person.
Right.
It's a mail carrier. It's just a big dance around.
Talk about dedication to a joke. Dude. Once again, dude.
He does
Yeah.
everything
On
for
point.
the bit, man.
I do.
It's so
He
fun.
does
love it.
everything for the bit.
It's the buildup. It's so worth it.
Right.
It's the fucking payoff.
It literally takes days, dude. everything.
You know what it was? You want to know what the card was?
What was it?
It was a larger woman.
With a
And-
skimpy bikini.
Yes, and it said, "Come to Florida. The food's great."
Yeah, it's still in your fridge.
Dude, speaking
Yes.
of
It's on under a magnet.
Real
on
quick.
your
And
fridge.
what's fucked up is I'm pretty sure he just wrote Matt.
Hey, speaking of Florida,
Just dash
Speaking
Matt.
of Florida, so Lincoln got some. We went to a birthday party yesterday, and
No, you
Lincoln got
didn't.
some sunglasses in a gift bag, you know,
Yep.
to go.
Yeah.
And he puts them on, and April goes, "Hey, you got some sunglasses, buddy. You can take those to Florida." And he goes, "Why?" And I'm like, "Well, it is the Sunshine State." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because why? Like that's remember we were talking about kids saying nonsense?
Yeah.
That type of stuff, dude. That's the exact type of
Gosh.
stuff.
Well, remember that time we went camping in Brown County, and he
Yeah.
would just like he wouldn't be quiet about something or
remember.
something
I
or
can't
whatever.
remember
But
what
like
it was.
April was trying to explain to him what the game plan was for the day, and he wouldn't stop talking. And April's like, and so she's like, "Lincoln, I'm trying to tell you something, all right?" And it's like reprimands him, and he responds with, "My favorite color is red."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, but
And
buddy,
we're like,
get it
and then
together.
there's other stuff where we're like, "Hey, we're gonna go do this today." He goes, "No,
No.
no." I'm like, "Yes,
Or like,
yes, we are."
Or like we went on a hike, right? And there were like these stairs that led out like back up to like the beginning or whatever. And there's this other couple like coming down with their dog. And as he's watching the dog, he asks, "How's that dog going to the stairs?" Dude, you're seeing it, bud. Dude, you're seeing it. Dude, he's asking self-revealing questions. You're seeing it, bud.
They're axiomatic, dude. Like they're self-explanatory.
Make some sense of it,
It's
buddy.
obvious.
Come on. Get it together.
Oh man, dude.
What the dog doing?
What that dog doing?
Dude.
Dude,
Well,
that's how it went. Anyway.
yeah, we're down to the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that might wrap it up.
Do we want to do?
today.
But
Never mind.
I got a quick joke.
Yeah, do we want to do jokes?
I was gonna say that was
Quick
my
jokes?
that was my joke that I wrote was him going, "Hey, we can take those sunglasses to Florida."
No,
And he goes,
come
"Why?" Why? And I go, "Well, it is the Sunshine State." You know?
Go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, what's your
I don't
joke?
have one.
I don't actually
I've
have
to
one
skip
either.
it.
I had
week.
one, but I was waiting for one of you guys to go to so I could remember what it was.
That's kind of where I'm at too. I'm in that same boat.
Well, I guess maybe next time.
I've got another joke. I haven't written it down, but it's the premise, which is I'm sick of the phrase I'm so sick of my wife saying is "Where's my phone?"
Oh yeah,
You ever,
I hear it all the
God,
time.
I hate. I'm done.
I'm just as bad though too. I can't.
See,
lie.
I'm not. I always have my phone. So like this morning, I heard it. She goes, "Where's my phone?" And then she found it. And then later, I wrote it down. I was like, "Dude," because she said it over and before, and I'm like, I write it down. And then she says it again later in the day, and I was like, "Look at
What I
this."
fucking hate-
I
Look
wrote
at
it
this.
down.
What I fucking hate is when I'm like, "Hey babe, where's the debit card?"
In my purse.
I'm like, "Where's that?"
right,
like-
Right.
It's upstairs. And I'm like, "Fucking where?
Right.
Where? Just fucking tell me the exact location." I don't fucking. But it's like when I'm going out hanging out with you guys. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like,
You were
"Well, how could you not fucking know?" And I'm like,
April does the same. What time are you guys leaving? I don't know. Well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. We're just gonna go wing it.
probably talk about boobs and stuff. You know, fucking.
Just dumb stuff.
We don't
I gotta
plan.
pee, so-
We don't fucking plan. We don't plan, and you never
gotta
should.
plan.
Dangbrocomedy@mail.com or dangbrocomedy@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck, really. No
Just
concerns.
hit us up on all our social medias. We got them all up now. So
Oh yeah, we're taking bigger
say
steps.
a topic you want us to talk about. I don't know.
Yes.
Something.
Topics.
Ask us questions.
Interact.
Hey,
Either
Dang
way,
Bro,
that was
thank you
today's
guys for
show.
tuning in. See you next week.